Right. Hey, what are you doing over there? Get over here. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't realize that you guys had the magical power of teleportation, but now that we've gotten that out of the way, hey guys, this is Dclaiche'S. Today I'm going to be doing something that I have not done since 2012, and I believe the video of that thing that I did back in 2012 has now been deleted, but it doesn't matter because we're going to do it all over again. This is a video of my Rubik's Cube collection. So my collection is basically split up into two parts. You have all these puzzles up here, which are puzzles that I play with, and down here in this bucket are, mostly old puzzles that I don't play with, except for this one. This one should probably go up here somewhere. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, I'm going to go through all the puzzles on the top, and then all the puzzles on the bottom, and I think I'm just going to put all the puzzles that I've already covered maybe on my desk somewhere. I don't know. Just fill my desk up with my whole entire collection. So, I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible because I don't have a whole bunch of time to do this, but there are a lot of cubes here. I have not counted how many cubes there are, but I will put the total number right here. So now you know how many cubes I own, or how many puzzles I own. So anyways, let's get into this. I'm going to start off with my main speed cube. This is a Chi Thunderclap. I got this about a year ago, and it served me pretty well. I used it in Cubelaya 2018, and I absolutely sucked in Cubelaya 2018. Let's hope I do better in Cajun Cube Clash, which, by the way, I am going to Cajun Cube Clash. So yeah, there's that. This is a stand from Cubicle. It's very easy to solve, but this is not a puzzle. Okay. This is also not a puzzle, technically, but this is the Rubik's Magic. Now, I have complained multiple times about how I really wish that the Rubik's Magic was still a WCA event, because I'm very good at it, but, I don't know, I guess eventually I'm just going to have to get over that fact, because, you can't make something an event that the WCA board has already decided is not going to be an event. Similarly, the Master Magic, I don't believe I'm that good at the Master Magic. I think my personal best Master Magic was like 3 seconds, so yeah. I still solve them every now and then. Solve them. You don't really solve a magic. You get it from the unsolved state to the solved state. So there's that. This is a QJ Pyramix. This is the only Pyramix I own. And everybody at all the competitions that I go to, they always make fun of me for having only a QJ Pyramix. This is actually a broken QJ Pyramix. And weird thing is, I am going to be competing in Pyramix in Cajun Cube Clash. So yeah, if you've got a Pyramix, please let me use it, because I do not want to use this thing. But yeah, that's my QJ Pyramix. This is a pillowed V-Cube 3. I got this for Christmas in 2014, I believe. Might have been 2014. Might have been 2013. I don't know. But I got a pillowed V3. It's pretty fun to play with this because, you play with it and you even speed cube with it for a while. And then a regular cube, like one of these, like a regular cubic cube, it feels weird. It almost feels as though the corners are jutting out more than they should. So that's weird. This is this is now a broken MS2RS. I'm just kidding. Anyways, this puzzle that I'm putting back together right now is an MS2RS. I believe that's what it's called. I don't know how the Mofang puzzles go. I just know that there is a cube called the MF3RS. And yeah, as you can tell, I am not up to date when it comes to speed cube names, but I was given this cube by Neba at Cubelaya. I traded my, I think it was original plastic Diane for this, the original plastic Diane that Dylan Miller gave me, and he gave me this one, and I believe that it's a whole lot better. Anyways, so yeah, there's that. This is a Fangshi Shrangren version 2. This is my backup cube. This is the cube that I cube with when my Thunderclap doesn't feel like the way I want it to. It's a very good cube. I put some, I don't remember where I got these stickers from. They're really cool stickers. Oh, I got them from, I remembered, and then it left. Cubicle.us. These are Cubicle.us stickers, which are really cool. I really like the blue that I put on it. I like bright blue, so yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, this is the cube that I got that I like to use. I've been using it for a while. I think that the video of my unboxing of it is still pretty good, but it's gone through like a whole bunch of different phases of like quality, and it started off being just like this really silky and smooth cube, and then it became really gummy, and so far I've been able to get it to a point where I actually like it. But yeah, right now I really like this cube. It's a good cube. This is a Fang Con. This is the first of the quote-unquote modern speed cubes that I've ever gotten. It was the first cube that I ever got that could reverse corner cut. I don't believe that the video of the unboxing of this is still online, but I remember the day fondly. And this was my main speed cube for a little while. That was until I went to Houston Winter Open and bought myself a Diane Zanchi, which, by the way, is right here. And I no longer use it because it is loose as a goose. I even put fancy schmancy CubeSmith stickers on this and everything, which, by the way, are peeling because CubeSmith stickers are not perfect stickers by any stretch of the imagination. But it was a pretty good cube for the time that I used it. This is a Moyu Oolong V2. Well, not a V2. No, this is just a regular Moyu Oolong. Yeah. This is my main speed cube for 4x4. I'm pretty sure that this is still a pretty good 4x4, but yeah, I've been able to get myself sub 1 minute on average with this thing, so yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. It's a good cube. This is an MF5RS that I was also given by Neba Cuber, and I've been able to get myself sub 2 minute average on this thing. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. Put that there. This is a Shengshao 6x6. Which is currently missing a piece, which is why it's all scrambled. It's somewhere around this room, and I will find it, but right now I have no clue where it is. This, I believe, is a Chi-Yi cube, which was also given to me by Neba. Neba gives me a bunch of cubes. Yeah, he's always willing to trade, so that's a good thing. But yeah, this is the Scube that got me into Scube. This is the Scube that I Scube with. This is the Scube that I got my, I think it was a 6-second average at Cubalaya, which was pretty good. Or at least I think it was pretty good. Nobody in Louisiana really is all that any good at Scube. So yeah, there's that. This is a What Eating 3x3x9. I got this for Christmas last year, I believe. And it's a pretty fun puzzle. I figured out how to solve it on my own. Basically using a bunch of parity algorithms for a 5x5. So yeah, it's not the most fun puzzle to solve. It's kind of tedious, but you know, I can solve it, and I am proud of myself for learning how to solve it. This is a Siamese cube that I made all by myself. I believe that the video of me making it has been taken down, unfortunately, but this is made out of 2 Rubik's cubes, one which I lubricated solely with silicone spray, the other one which I put Vaseline in, and then cleaned it out and put silicone spray in. They're very different feeling cubes, but you know, it works perfectly fine for a Siamese cube, and I really do I like doing this. This is fun. And this. I like taking this in public places and doing that, and people freak out because it's so weird. This is a Diane Megaminx. This is my main Megaminx. Jonathan Collins has complained about how terrible the stickers are, and they still are very terrible because I just haven't gotten around to buying good stickers for this Megaminx. It's pretty good Megaminx. I think I might at some point try out some of the other Megaminxes that exist, such as the Shengshao or whatever other Megaminx exists. But so far I like it. It's a good cube. This is a gear cube. Nothing really much to say about this. It is a gear cube. It's pretty awesome. You know, it's nice to take this thing out and show it to people because people freak out whenever you turn it and all the gears move. Little do they know, it is actually a really, really easy puzzle to solve. This is a Shengshao 7x7. Stickers are horrible, and it is not missing a piece. So that's good. This is a 7x7 that I still use to this day. I get like 7 minutes on it. I don't really practice 7x7 that much, so I will not be competing in 7x7 in Catching Cube Clash. Shengshao 8x8. This is one of the 2 puzzles that I bring around and I just freak people out with because it's like, oh gosh, you can't be serious. They made a puzzle that big? Well, yeah, they do. And this is the biggest puzzle that I own. It is a pretty darn smooth 8x8. I know that V-Cube came out with theirs, and I'm pretty sure a couple of other companies came out with 8x8s, but, you know, there's no reason in having more than one 8x8, in my opinion, so I'm probably not going to get another one. This is a Cube for You Gigaminx. It is the worst Gigaminx on the market, but I am perfectly fine with that, because I don't solve this thing very often, which, it's on the desk, so I probably should put it down in the chest, so that, because this is not a puzzle that I play with very often, but it is a puzzle that I will pick up and play with a little bit. You know, if I just want to kill time, if I'm on like a road trip and I want to kill some time, I pick this up, scramble it. Stickers are really bad. I need to get some better stickers for it. This is a Cubic V-Cube 3. Not much to say about it. It's a V-Cube 3, and basically it is a knockoff of the Diane Guhong. I'm willing to say that. V-Cube, if you are listening to me, you knocked off Diane Guhong after claiming that the Diane Guhong was a knockoff of the V-Cube 3. You guys are doofuses. Anyways, this is speaking of which, this is an actual Guhong. This is a Guhong version 2. I bought this just because I kind of wanted a Guhong, and I wanted a good Guhong, so I got the Guhong version 2. It's a pretty good cube. I use it every now and then. Yeah, I think I did a review of this, and it's still up on YouTube. This is a Shengshao 3x3. There's not much to say about this cube. I mean, it was probably really good when this thing came out. This was like the cream of the crop type cube, and it bears a lot of resemblance to the first Diane cube, the Diane Taiyan, I believe. So that's pretty neat. But yeah, I don't use this cube at all. But it's nice to have in the collection. This is a QJ Fisher cube, or maybe it's YJ. I don't know. But it is a Fisher cube, and it's the only Fisher cube that I own. And Fisher cubes are pretty cool. I really like shape-shifting puzzles, so this is a good puzzle for me to own. Sorry, me, myself, and Pi. This is not a Tony Fisher original Fisher cube. Sorry about that. It's a knockoff. It's a dirty, stinky knockoff. Speaking of which, this is a Lan Void cube. Now, I don't really play with void cubes that much, but it is also very awesome and very impressive to people because you can look straight through it, you can put your finger inside of it and still move the puzzle. It's pretty cool. It does not corner cut whatsoever. That kind of sucks, but really, they made a cube with no core, so can't really complain too much. Let's see, this and this, these are little teeny tiny like dollar store cubes that some friends of mine got me in Florida, and I kept them because they're cool. Every now and then I pick it up, but yeah, they're basically like the size of keychain cubes. This one is significantly better than this one, but still. Well, I mean, like I can do that. I can't really finger trick it because it doesn't cut corners because it's a dollar store cube. But either way, this is a Broken Wit 2. Well, actually, no, it's not a Broken Wit 2 because I had another Wit 2 before this, and that Wit 2 broke. So I bought another Wit 2. Then I took a corner out of this Wit 2 and put it into the old Wit 2 because the old Wit 2 turned better. Then I brought that old Wit 2 to Catching Cube Clash 2016, and that Wit 2 got stolen, so Dylan Miller gave me his old plastic Diane. And that's the story behind my broken Wit 2. I still kind of wish I had it. This is a Cube Twist. Square 1 is the only Square 1 I have, and I am competing in Square 1 in Catching Cube Clash 2018. So, yeah, if one of you guys has a Square 1 that I can use, I would really appreciate it, because this Square 1 is not good. So yeah, there's that. This, I don't know what it is. It's just called the Magic Ball. Actually, the box is over here. It just says Magic Ball Decompression. At first, because it said decompression, I thought it was like a stress toy, but no, it's actually a puzzle. And basically what you do is there is a spot that is not filled in right here, and you have to move the balls around and try to get them into their correct place. The same color, the same outside ring. So it's a pretty fun puzzle. It's pretty easy to figure out, though. So yeah, I've gone through everything on the table, so let's go through all the things that are in this bin. I think what I'll do is I'll just hold this bin on my lap and then put all the puzzles that I've already gone through over here. This is a white V-Cube 7. I got this from my godmother a good couple of years ago. I think Christmas 2009. Or at least shortly after Christmas 2009. But yeah, it's a V-Cube 7. It's nice to have, just for collection purposes. The stickers haven't really held up over the years, but that's fine. There is another V-Cube 7 in here. This one. This is a black V-Cube 7. And I switched the cores out because back then, it was basically... Everybody knew that the white cubes turned smoother than the black cubes. Why that is, I have no idea. But I switched out the core so that this cube turned better than this cube, and it does turn better than this cube. So before I got my Shengshao, I used this, and it's pretty nice to have those puzzles. This is a Rubik's Professor. I have no idea if they have any new versions of the Rubik's Professor, but I have this one, and it is broken. In my first ever, actually, the video's not up anymore, but in my first ever Rubik's Cube collection video, I broke the corner piece off, and I was like speeding through the rest of the video, kind of like I am right now, in order so I could go ahead and fix it. And I was never able to fix it with anything, so... But that's fine, because I never use it anyways. This is my second speed cube ever. This is the Alpha 6. I got this over the Alpha 5 just because, well, it's the new updated version, but I kind of wish that I got the Alpha 5. Also, somebody broke one of the corners off of this. So that's great. I really wish that this thing still worked, because it would be nice to have an intact speed cube that I actually used to use. I might, one of these days I might go out and try to buy maybe just an Alpha 6. I don't know. Anyways, what's next? This is the first 4x4 that I ever got as a Rubik's 4x4. Learned how to solve the 4x4 Rubik's Cube on this. The orange side looks like it is bleaching off. But yeah, I've had this puzzle for almost 10 years now. And yeah, it's very loose, but it is memorable. This was my first ever 4x4. And I wanted a 4x4 so bad. Oh my gosh, it's not even funny. And then I wanted somebody else's 4x4, this one. This is another Rubik's 4x4 that was my cousin's 4x4 Rubik's Cube, and I wanted it really badly because it was significantly better than the 4x4 that I had. I did what Thross called the Squircle mod on this cube, and it helped it to not lock up as much. And I was able to use it for my main speed cube, but I would never dream of using it now. But it is kind of nice to have, you know, an original Rubik's 4x4. This is a V-Cube 6. This is the newer V-Cube 6 that I bought. I have another one in here somewhere, and it is missing a piece. Here it is. This is one of the older ones. This is one that I got in 2009. And I got this one, I forget when, probably 2014, I think. But yeah, this is these are V-Cube 6s, which are they're legendary cubes. Before these, nobody thought that 6x6s were possible, or at least Erno Rubik declared that they were impossible. But now we know it's not impossible. And what I want to do eventually is I want to perform the Pi mod, just because, well, partially because my Shengshao 6x6 is missing a piece. I want to play the 6x6s again. Also because I've always wanted to do the mod, and if I screw up on this one, I got another one, so that doesn't matter. So yeah, there's that. Sticking with V-Cubes, this is a V-Cube 5. This is a very well broken in V-Cube 5, as you can tell by these stickers. It is very, very well. It's probably one of the best V-Cube 5s I've ever felt. I might bring this to Dclaiche'S Cube Clash just so you guys can feel how smooth it is. But I still don't use it because it doesn't. There's no reverse corner cutting whatsoever with the V-Cubes. So yeah, I wouldn't use this cube. ShengShou 5x5. I actually have two, both perfectly fully functioning. I bought this one at Houston Winter Open, and I remember saying when I first got this, I have a rule: don't use cubes that you just bought because you're not used to it. Well, I didn't follow that rule, and I tried to solve with this one, and I sucked. So yeah. Then I got this one, and before I got my MF5RS, I would basically switch between these two and just try to solve with them. They're pretty good cubes. ShengShou makes some pretty good cubes. Speaking of ShengShou, this is the first ShengShou that I ever got. This is a ShengShou 4x4 version 3. It's pretty loosey-goosey, so I wanted to get rid of it pretty soon afterwards. And I tried to replace it with this cube. This is a WIT 4. Now, I don't know if the WIT 4 review that I have is still up, but yeah, this is not a good cube. It is based on the dead straight. It is based on the mechanism of the Rubik'S 5x5. That's not good. You don't make a 4x4 out of a Rubik's 5x5. Because a Rubik's 5x5 is suck. So yeah, I was hoping that this was going to be a good cube because the WIT 2 was good, but no, it is not good. But then I got another ShengShou 4x4. This is ShengShou 4x4 version 5, and it's still pretty good. It's pretty stable, and I wouldn't cube with it because I legitimately feel like I get worse times with this cube than I do with my Moyu Aolong. But Aolong? I meant Aosu. Did I say Aolong before? It's an Aosu. It's not. But yeah, that's speaking of ShengShou. This is a ShengShou 2x2. It's basically a Ishin 2x2 with springs in it. And speaking of Ishin, this is the first 2x2 that I ever got. It's an Ishin 2x2, and I used this thing for a long time. And it's got the classic Ishin purple side, and you know, it does have an Ishin logo, which I've never seen on any other Ishin cubes, but that's pretty fascinating. Yeah, basically Ishins turned really smooth, had no corner cutting whatsoever. This doesn't turn as smooth, but it does have decent corner cutting. At least it has corner cutting. But yeah, those are two 2x2 cubes. This is a Rubik's Revolution. Now, this must be a very special type of Rubik's Revolution because these are not stickers. These are tiles that are basically embedded into the cube. So yeah, that's kind of odd. But yeah, the sound is basically shot on this thing, but I believe it still works. I think it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, so I can still play with this thing, but I obviously don't because it's kind of dumb. What else? I'm pretty... Oh, there it is. I also have a keychain version, which you have to press the orange and red in order to turn on, but the battery is dead, so yeah, this does not work anymore. Yeah, this was the second cube that I ever bought, I think. Yeah, second cube I ever bought. It's not even a puzzle. This is a QJ's cube, first cube I ever bought. I took out all of the ball bearings, so now it is basically useless, and it is also not a very good quality cube. So I do not skube with this. I skube with another skube. So yeah, there's that. This is the 30th anniversary Rubik's Cube. It is made out of wood on the outside, at least. On the inside, it is made out of plastic. So yeah, it is not a fully wooden cube, but it is kind of nice to have around. You know, it's nice to play with this. Sometimes I eat. 1 second, guys. And sorry about that. I had to go eat some delicious food. Anyways, back to the box. So, what else is there in here? There is this. This is a Rubik's The Void. Basically, Rubik's decided to make a Void cube, and I got one. And it's pretty cool, except for the fact that it is broken, which is why I have the Land Void cube. But yeah, this one actually turns kind of better than the other one. I don't know. Maybe I'll take a piece from my Land and put it in here and whatever. Land's kind of cooler because it's cubical, not this thing. But yeah, there's that. This is one of the Meffert's Megaminxes. Certainly isn't the original Meffert's Megaminx, and as you can see, it's missing stickers. But yeah, this is the Megaminx that I used before the Diane Megaminx, and it's all right. You know, it's definitely not something that I would use nowadays, but it is kind of nice to have a Megaminx like this. When I first got it, it was awful, but you know, loosen it up, lubricate it, it becomes okay. Before I reveal this cube, I want to ask you guys, do you guys remember when cubes were identified by letter names? This is one of them. This is probably the only one aside from the Alpha 6 that I have that does that. This is a DIY Type B. Now, I wish it was something other than a DIY Type B, because DIY Type Bs are awful. Now you're looking at this and you're saying, hey, it looks like it turns pretty good, and it feels like it turns pretty good, but it pops like no one's business. And if you tighten it so that it doesn't pop, it turns awfully. So yeah, this is a horrible, horrible cube that I would never recommend anybody, even back then, speed cube with. And also, as you can tell, the plastic is painted gold. The plastic itself is, I believe, red, but it is painted gold, and some of the gold is coming off to reveal the red, so that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So there's that. This is a mini Biancheng. I remember back when these things first came out and they first started selling them at US Nationals 2009. Not that I went to US Nationals 2009. It's just Monkey Dude made a video, and they were selling these there, and it was being like promoted as like, hey, this is the perfect cube to speed cube with, but also take it on the go. And I'm just like, I'm just gonna take my regular size cube with me. So yeah, this is a Disney cube. It is an actual Rubik's product, so this is probably the only actual Rubik's cube that I own. First got it out of the box, it turned terrible, and it still turns terrible. So yeah, there's that. And I don't really use it, but yeah, it's a knick-knack type thing. This is another knick-knack type thing. This is a dollar store cube with musical signs all over it, and it is horrible. But I got it for Christmas, so I'm going to say thank you for getting it for me for Christmas. This is a Chinaminx. You guys remember the Chinaminx? Oh my goodness. This thing is the worst Megaminx ever, but it was the cheapest Megaminx you could get. And really, I wasn't all that interested in speed-solving Megaminxes anyways. So, yeah, this thing is a bad Megaminx. But, kind of glad I have it for collection's sake, although I do wish that I had all the tiles, because the tiles tend to fall off of this thing. This is my least favorite puzzle in my whole entire collection. This thing drives me absolutely insane. It is the Rubik's 360, and I dare not turn this little knob on top to release the colored balls into the middle, because trying to solve this thing is a pain in the butt, and it is a huge test of patience in order to be able to do it. So I'm not going to do it here, and I probably might not ever do it again. Probably, maybe. Maybe one day if I just really want to make myself want to kill myself, then yeah, I would probably play with it again, but yeah. Hate that puzzle. This is a Magic Cube. This is the worst 3x3 that I own, unless I've said that about another puzzle already. I got this at Cracker Barrel a whole bunch of years ago, just because it was a Rubik's Cube. I wanted to get a new Rubik's Cube, because let's just buy all the Rubik's Cubes that there are. As you can see, it is extremely loose. And it does not corner cut whatsoever. So yeah, this is an Eachine 3x3. Turns alright, but it does not cut corners. And when I first got it, it didn't turn good. So it's not even really an Eachine, because Eachines are known for turning extremely well directly out of the box. So yeah, there's that. This is an LSU cube. It's a cube with LSU logos on it. Some of them are peeling, and some of them are fading away, but it doesn't matter. This is a dollar store cube, but it is actually, I think, a better dollar store cube. It is based off of the design of the original Rubik's Cube, which basically has a flat centerpiece, or flat bottom of the centerpiece. So it feels more like an original Rubik's Cube. It feels more sturdy. can't really, well, I can sort of finger trick it, but really, you're not going to be doing that with this, so there's that. And last, but certainly not least, well, actually, no, this is not last, because I do have some other cubes. I want to save this cube for last. So this is a Transformers All-Spark cube. It is gray, obviously, and basically, it is a crossover between between two of my favorite things, Transformers and Rubik's cubes. So, yeah, that's awesome. A friend of mine got this for me a while ago, and it's really cool. And for some reason, I hid an orange Tic Tac inside of this edge piece all those years ago, and I've just never taken it out. Because why not? Why not? Why not just have a Maraca All-Spark cube? And I also have another one that is still in its packaging because another friend of mine gave this to me, and I decided, you know what, let's just go ahead and keep it in the box. I believe it has the instructions, so yeah, I might, if I have to, sell this one day, although I can't imagine it would be worth much. Maybe, who knows, I don't know. But, yeah, just put this up here. And last but not least, this is the first Rubik's Cube that I ever got. Slight lie. I did have another Rubik's Cube before this, but before I learned how to solve it, my dad broke it. He threw it into the air, and he dropped it on the ground, and one of the centerpieces broke off. So I had to get another one. This is the cube that I learned how to solve a Rubik's Cube on. And as you can tell, it is in immaculate shape. You know, it's missing the center sticker right there, and you know, the orange side has absolutely been kept the best out of all the sides. Yeah, obviously, no, this thing is awfully kept. Well, at least the stickers are. The rest of the cube is okay. I mean, it is loose, but it still functions. It still functions like a Rubik's Cube. This was also my first speed cube. When I first learned how to do this, I would start speed cubing on this, and the yellow side is extremely loose. A whole lot looser than the white side. But yeah, this is the cube that I learned how to solve the cube on. This is the cube that I learned the free trick method on. I think this is also the cube that I learned full PLO on. So basically everything that I already know, I learned on this cube. And then I just kept on using other cubes afterwards. But yeah, this is the cube that started my whole journey in Rubik's Cube. Well, it didn't start my journey. It was another cube. But this is the cube that I first solved. And a quick story about this cube. When I first solved it, when I first learned how to solve the cube, when I first figured it out, when I first solved it, my goal was essentially to put it on its stand and just leave it alone. My cousin, Connor, had other plans, and he decided to give me a challenge and mix the cube up for me. Yeah, I beat the living daylights out of it for that. But yeah, that is my first Rubik's Cube. And you know what? I will say this, if it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for Connor mixing up that cube again, this collection might not ever have come into existence, and I would not have become the cuber that I am today, and Cubalaya might not have ever happened. So yeah, thanks to Connor for kind of jump-starting my Rubik's Cube obsession. So, that being said, I believe that is everything. So I'm just going to give you a quick overview of all the cubes. There's all of them. So yeah, that is my entire Rubik's Cube collection. So, thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you found some enjoyment out of it. Please come back next Wednesday for another video for you from me. And this is Dclaiche'S saying goodbye.